Hello, everybody. I am Jeshima, speaking to you all from Hyderabad, India. I would like to tell you a small story about myself and how I went through the cancer in my life and how I got over it with my grit and determination and perseverance and the power of mind. See, mind is the biggest master and a humble slave also. So, especially in my case, my heart is a little low always when it comes to decision making. It's always my mind. Once my mind is set, I set after it, after the goal to achieve it any which way, doesn't matter. I want to achieve my goal, whatever I've set in my mind. To tell you briefly about my story, how it began and all, here we go. Initially, to tell you something about myself, I am born in a very orthodox Indian family, very God fearing, and all that. But unfortunately, I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist for first 30 years of my life. So I've been very outgoing person, very sports loving person, and very personal relations, public relations person, and very hectic and active lifestyle person. Very determined, headstrong, and adamant to a fault. Everything was going on well. I had good schooling, and then in the schooling also I did a lot of sports like what kabaddi, then kho, then volleyball, the football, and all that. And soon after school, I went upgraded myself to uh, work on rock climbing, then what we call trekking and swimming, horse riding, athletics, and all that which was permissible within my college, which had facilities of all these things. In addition to this, I loved painting and the outdoors. So I used to walk around a lot with my pet dog, and all these years I've been very hectic life, and then very physical person all my childhood and younger age. So my college was very good. I passed out in flying colors, and all was good. And then I took up a sales job because a lot of my friends and relatives said I have a good appearance, and then I have a gift of gab. I can speak and then communicate well, both in spoken word as well as the written word. So I said, why not give it a try into the sales and marketing, which was a very challenging and hectic job. When I started this, it was about 40 years ago, where there was no swanky offices, nor internet, nor or high tech involved in that. So it was all like face to face and marketing to the people, a one to one basis to marketing my products. I was into marketing sales of chemicals, pharmaceuticals, intermediates, bulk drugs, and anything allied to the chemistry, the chemicals. All sorts of chemicals like industrial chemicals, fine chemicals, research chemicals, then nanochemicals, and whatnot. So life was going on well, and then I had my good college where I studied chemistry and biology as a main course, so that I knew a lot of chemistry and then bit of biology, and biology involved both plants and animals. And then everything was going on well. I was a very hectic person, and then very actively involved with sales and a lot of travel within the country and within the region initially. And then everything was going on well till the age of 25, 26, when my activity, I became middle management, and my activity grew double fold, twofold. So wherein I have to travel much more within the country, and then even to overseas clients, I used to write, not travel, but only correspond by email and by phone calls. So all this was going on, but 25th, 26th, I was very, very hectic. I was traveling 15, 16 hours a day on my bike, take the bike out, and then I used to smoke a lot, and then occasional drinking and all that, because late night, evening meeting with the dealers and the stockists, the business came around that time, because 9 to 5 was a job, but the actual business came between 5 and 9 in the evenings. I hope you understand that pays actually. What pays and what rewards, they come from the work you put in between 5 and 9. And 9 to 5, it just gives you a salary. So that's exactly what I went through. And then my active sales career suddenly uh, came to a bitter halt by my started coughing severely at the age of 29, and then losing weight, and blood used to come out from my sputum, and then I was exhausted by the afternoon itself. So where was 16 hours work and where was just 7 hours, 8 hours work. So I was really worried, and then I said, "What is this? Is this the end point or some serious thing attacking me?" So I went to lab after lab, doctor after doctor, test after test, and then nothing seems conclusive. So then one family doctor said, "I think I see symptoms of you being having something to do with cancer, uh, not TB." Because I was on TB medicines, and then the TB medicine, which was Cox combination of Cox medicines, did not work at all. For 2 weeks, I took all this rifampicin and allied chemicals, allied medicines, but then it was of no use. Then, as per the suggestion of my family doctor, I went to the Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai, where they took a small node biopsy, and then on 15th of August 1989, I was declared to have cancer of the lymph. It's called non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it was a shock, and then it like hit me like a bolt from the blue, and then I didn't know what to do. My family broke down, my parents broke down, and I had just then 5-year-old twin sons, and then everybody felt lost and then defeated. So I said I didn't want to give up. I said let me go all the way. Let me take this radiation or chemotherapy or whatever it involved, and then very very strict medication, which is the doxorubicin. It's a drug of choice for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but I was given that, and the side effects of it were like a Pandora's box. First, I started losing all my hair, became completely bald, and all my body hair everywhere absolutely is gone. And then I started becoming skin and bone, because the doxorubicin, the cancer drug, kills good cells and the bad cells alike. So it doesn't discriminate between good cells or cancerous cells. So that way, I became skin and bone, and then I was advised to take high protein stuff and then stuff myself like a pig, and then I have to kind of fight back the cancer medication and things like that. And then severe nausea used to be there, and then vomitings, and I was mostly on the bed, couldn't do anything absolutely. And then after 3 or 4 months or 3 or 4 doses of this doxorubicin and various other medicines as per the protocol for the cancer treatment, after 4 months I kind of got back my health, and then I started eating like very high protein stuff and meats and white meats and red meats and all sorts of meats to beef myself up back into. So that's where I gained about 10-15 kilograms, which I had lost during the cancer treatment. So things started looking up for me, and then the doctors were quite surprised at my pace of recovery, and then I able to bounce back to my thing. But I couldn't go to work yet, because my protocol of 1 year treatment of 12 doses of the doxorubicin medicine had to be continued, or completed rather. Then my folks had all said that no more smoking, no more drinking, no more traveling job, no more sales job. So that was a bad hit in my career. I said, should I settle down in an office job and with a back office job, maybe some computer job, or what? Because that was 30 years ago, and then those times IT was not so high tech as of now what it is today. So I had to kind of reconcile myself. Is it a fact that I have to get down to a desk job and do nothing, and then waste my life for it? But then I didn't give up again. I said, no, I can't do this desk job, and then I have to be on my feet and back on my field with my bike and my sales literature, things like that. I would like to meet people. I can't be sitting like this, because I'm a PR man. Basically, interpersonal relations have been good, communications. So, and then maybe a salesman. It's in my blood that I evolved. So anyway, but I got over the cancer, and then finally, you know what? The cancer has cured my smoking. Since the time I was attacked by the cancer, I could hit back, and then what I got written was I quit smoking with that, and then I started counseling many cancer patients. I used to go to the door, and I knew from the doctors and the from the hospital that so and so cancer patient is there. So I used to go and counsel them. I said, this is not the end. This is just a bend. I used to tell them, and then I'm a living example of what I have gone through and then come out of it. So it was a great thing. Then I started again with my sales job. Luckily, I got a sales job once again, and then I was back on my feet, back on the streets, back with my bike, and everything was going on quite well. And then everything was successful. I used to do a lot of roaming around, minus the smoking. So I was a very healthy person then, and then everything was going on for the next 30 years. Thanks a lot for hearing me out. But next episode, I'll going to uh, submit one more video of mine wherein I tell all about my next 30 years, past 30 years of age, and how I came across this equally debilitating heart failure. So till I come out next time with my next video, please let me have your views or thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks a lot. Be in touch. I will be in touch. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.